Hey, Leia, are you and your daughter gonna make it back home today?
Yeah. I'm actually getting released from the hospital today, and Janice is coming home with me. Is everything all right? Do you need me to help you with anything?
Well, let me be direct here. You know I don't waste time with beating around the bush. Now that you have a daughter, why not consider having a son? It would bring the best of both worlds, don't you agree?
Wait, what? Don't you think it's a bit early to bring that up already? I mean, I haven't even fully recovered from giving birth to Genesis. Right now, I think it's important for me to focus on resting and taking care of myself through plenty of rest and exercise. Let's give it some time, okay?
Well, how long exactly do you plan on resting? You can't simply say you need a rest without giving me a specific time frame. I can already sense that if I don't push for it, you'll keep postponing having another child indefinitely. It just seems like an excuse for you to neglect your responsibilities as a wife. Am I correct?
No, it's nothing like that at all. Bringing a child into this world is a major decision, and I want to have a thorough discussion with Liam about it. Right now, our main priority is to provide the best care for Genesis.
Genesis? A girl, huh? Are you even sure it's worth your effort or attention?
Huh? What do you mean by that, Kinsley? Genesis is my daughter. Of course I need to take care of her.
Don't play dumb, you know exactly what I'm getting at. A girl will just get married and leave someday, so why bother investing in her? Sooner or later, she'll have her own family and forget all about you.
What? I'm honestly shocked to hear you say something like that. It really makes me question if you have any affection towards my daughter at all.
Oh, of course I love Genesis dearly. What I mean is, if you were to have a boy, it would help in continuing our family lineage. You know, the longer our family line stretches, the stronger it becomes.
No matter how you put it still saddens me to hear you say such things. Plus, let's be real. We don't even have a family business to pass on. So there's really no need to obsess over continuing some lineage, right?
It seems you're completely missing the point, aren't you? Our family has been landowners for generations, and our family name holds significance. It would be quite a hassle if it were to end, you know.
Is that so? Well, it's interesting because Liam himself doesn't seem too bothered about all of that. In fact, he talks about our daughter's future constantly. So I'm sure he's excited about having a girl. On the other hand, I don't think it's fair for me to be pressured into having a child just to satisfy some expectation about the family lineage.
Oh no, dear, it's not like that at all, I assure you. I'm not pressuring you to have another child solely for the sake of the family's interest. I'm coming from a place of concern for you and those around you. You see, as Genesis grows up, she would love to have a little brother. Additionally, we all know as time passes, the chances of you getting pregnant become slimmer. You're already 28 years old. Soon enough, having a baby might become out of the question. So you see, I'm just looking out for your well-being and the happiness of the child.
Thank you for your concern, Kinsley. However, I don't think now is the right time to have a discussion about having a second child. I promise you that I will have a thorough conversation with my husband, and together we will make the best decision for our family.
I don't need those empty promises. What I need is a timeline. I simply want to know how much longer it'll be until I have a grandson. Will it take a month, 5 months, a year? Just give me a time frame. I'll patiently wait then.
Like I said, I'm not really up for discussing having another baby at the moment. So if you don't have anything positive to say to me or my daughter, maybe it's best to just end our conversation here.
No way. Who do you think you're talking to with that attitude? I'm still your mother-in-law, the one who brought your husband into this world. So it's about time you start showing me the respect I damn well deserve. Hey, Leia, you there? Don't you dare just walk out on me like that. I'm not finished teaching you a lesson, all right? Leia! Hey, Leia, let's get to the chase. Did you go and say something about me to your husband? Tell me the honest truth.
Huh? Say something about you? What do you mean?
Listen here. Do you know that Liam had the nerve to confront me about it yesterday? He actually asked if I've been bullying your daughter. What in the hell on earth is that supposed to mean? The way he looked at me filled with rage, I swear I thought he was on the verge of hitting me. I've never been so frightened in all my years.
Hold on a second. Are you sure about that? Liam would never lay a hand on anyone, you know. I think you might be overreacting and blowing things out of proportion a little bit.
Let's be honest here. You did talk negatively about me to Liam, didn't you? I can sense it. You must have told him that I mistreat Genesis or something along those lines. Come on now, no need to hide it. I want the truth and I won't tolerate any secrets.
Listen, I can assure you that I didn't say anything negative about you to Liam. However, I must be honest with you. I don't think it would take me saying a word for him to realize your attitude towards my daughter. Actions speak louder than words, you know.
But it's just impossible. I always treat her nicely, don't I?
You mean only in front of Liam?
Huh? What do you mean?
I've got you figured out. You pretend to care about Genesis when Liam is around, but behind his back, you show no interest in her. When you're in a bad mood, you push her away, clearly indicating your lack of concern. Am I wrong?
How dare you make up these outrageous lies about me? I didn't do any of that. You know very well that I love Genesis more than anything, and I make sure to say it every single day.
You claim to love her, but she's constantly scared of you. She goes out of her way to keep her distance from you as much as possible.
I see, so it's her fault, huh? That girl went and snitched on me, didn't she?
Well, it's not exactly like that. So please don't be mad at her. Remember, she's just a child. And children tend to speak their mind without thinking too much about it.
I see. I totally get it. Leia, I apologize if I ever made Genesis feel uneasy. There might have been moments when I was angry and said things that frightened her, but I can assure you that was never my intention. Don't worry, I'll talk to her directly about this. I'll make a conscious effort to change my behavior to take care of my granddaughter better.
Really? You actually mean it? How is Genesis doing? Is she okay?
Absolutely, Leia. She's doing fantastic. No need to worry. You could rest easy knowing that your daughter is in good hands.
Hey, I'm really sorry I couldn't inform you earlier. It's a work emergency today. So I had to leave Genesis in your care and rush straight to the office to handle it. Liam had to go to work too because he swapped shifts with a colleague. I tried calling some daycare places, but they said it's impossible to arrange something on such short notice. But don't worry. I already asked Liam to come back home as soon as possible, so you won't have to take care of Genesis for too long.
Oh, don't worry about it, dear. No need to stress over it. Sebastian and I will take excellent care of her. You can count on us.
So, are you heading to the shopping mall at the moment?
Yes, I'm getting ready to take Genesis to the mall. You have no idea how happy she was when she found out. Genesis is such a sweetheart, always full of joy.
Oh, absolutely. She was practically bouncing up and down, saying, "Let's go!" and tugging at your hand. Thank you so much for taking care of her, Kinsley. I truly appreciate your help. If anything comes up, please don't hesitate to give me a call, okay?
I will have a great time at work.
Hello, is this Leah?
Yes, it's me. And you are?
Oh, hi there. I'm Emily. You probably don't know me since I'm just a random person passing by. I was walking through the shopping mall parking lot when I heard a child crying. I tried tapping on the car's window, but nobody responded. I looked around and asked people nearby if the car belonged to them or if they knew anything, but no one claimed it. I had no other option but to break the window to rescue your daughter. I'm truly sorry it had to come to that.
Oh my gosh! Are you talking about Genesis? Is she okay now? Where is she?
Yes, don't worry. She's safe and sound now. We're currently at the shopping mall's office, so please come here as soon as you can.
Okay, I will. Thank you for informing me. And I can't thank you enough for saving my daughter's life. I honestly don't know how I can ever repay you for that.
It's okay, really. I'm a mother myself, so I completely understand the emotions you must be going through right now. However, please hurry up. Genesis is safe, but she's still in a state of panic. I'm doing my best to comfort her, but she really wants to see you right away.
Got it. I'm on my way. Hey, Kinsley. Where are you right now? Why aren't you picking up my calls? I've been trying to reach you for over an hour already.
Hey, what's the matter, Leia? I already told you that Genesis and I are at the mall. Didn't you hear me? Stop being so annoying and leave us alone.
I can't believe you would come up with such a blatant lie. Genesis is right here with me. And we've been searching for you everywhere.
Wait, what? Why in the world is she with you then? I thought you were at work. Hey, don't tell me you lied.
I swear I didn't lie to you. While I was at work, I got a call from an unknown number. The person told me that they found Genesis locked up in a car. Thankfully, they rescued her and took her to the police. The police found something with my name among Genesis' things. So they reached out to me immediately.
What? I didn't know any of it.
Wait, you don't know? You're the one who took Genesis to the mall, right? How can you say you don't know? Don't be irresponsible and own up to your mistake. Tell me what really happened. Answer me. Why did you leave Genesis alone in the car? I'm with the police right now, so don't you dare tell me any lies.
Well, you know I usually go shopping alone, so I must have completely forgotten that Genesis was with me. Yeah, that's right. As soon as I stepped into the store, it hit me, and now I'm rushing back to the parking lot to get Genesis. Oh my goodness, my memory is failing me once again. Maybe my age really is catching up with me.
You're lying. Your car's dash cam recorded you checking on Genesis sleeping in the back seat, and then deliberately covering the window so she couldn't be seen from the outside. How do you explain that, huh? To me, there's only one explanation. You did it all on purpose, didn't you? The police have a video now, so don't even think about denying your actions any longer.
What? Why would they even look at that? There's a complete invasion of my privacy. They can't do that, even if it is the police.
I believe that they have every authority to do so, especially when it comes to finding the person who put my child in danger. And that's you. Admit it, Kinsley. There's no point in denying it at this stage.
Wait a minute. How did Genesis get out of the car?
When parking and entering the mall, someone happened to pass by your car and heard Genesis crying softly. Luckily, that person took action, broke the window, rescued Genesis, and immediately informed the police. I can't even imagine what could have happened if that person hadn't been there. It could have been so much worse.
You're telling me that my car's window is broken? Do you have any idea how much I paid for that car? You better be ready to cover the cost. This is all your fault.
Really? You're absolutely unbelievable. That kind woman had to break the window to save Genesis' life. And you still don't seem to grasp the gravity of the situation. It's your fault for leaving Genesis alone in the car in the first place. She's only 3 years old, you know? There have been cases where children left in cars have tragically lost their lives. So what gives you the right to be mad at me now? Are you upset because your plan didn't work out? Tell me, were you actually trying to harm my daughter?
What? No, I've already told you. I didn't mean for any of this to happen.
But everything captured in the video suggests otherwise. You were fully aware that Genesis was in the car, and you were purposely trying to make her sleep so she wouldn't make any noise. Tell me, Kinsley. I'm not joking around anymore. Were you actually trying to harm my daughter? Did you have intentions of killing her?
Oh, shut your damn mouth. So what? What if I did?
Huh?
Can't you see none of this is my fault? You're blaming me just because I have a daughter. Remember, you're the one who told me you wanted a boy after Genesis was born. And it's been 3 years and you still haven't gotten what you wanted. What am I supposed to do with that? I even tried talking to Liam, attempting to introduce him to other girls and convince him to divorce you. But the boy just is too stubborn. I thought maybe if Genesis wasn't in the picture, you'd have a boy next.
Wait. So you were actually trying to set my husband up with other girls? And then when that didn't work, you resorted to trying to get rid of my innocent daughter? I can't believe this. You're nothing but a snake.
Call me whatever you'd like, but I was simply following my motherly instinct and doing what I believed was best for the family. I'm confident that my son and husband will agree with me on this. They see your true colors, and they won't waste any time kicking you and your little brat out of the house.
Do you really think so?
Of course, I'm the real family, while you're just a complete stranger. Oh, and by the way, all that acting nice and trying to get along with you, it was all a charade. It was part of my plan to gain your trust. The truth is I've always despised you, and that feeling will never go away. When I hate someone, I can go through great lengths to make their lives miserable.
You're truly despicable, Kinsley. I can't believe I once considered you my wife.
Huh? Who's talking?
It's Sebastian, your husband. So this is who you truly are, huh? This is how you've been treating my daughter-in-law and my granddaughter all this time. Honestly, Liam and I had hoped that you were genuinely committed to turning over a new leaf and improving yourself. But I guess it was just wishful thinking on our part. I've realized now that someone like you will never change, and I've come to accept that fact.
What do you mean, honey? What are you talking about? I really don't understand.
You still don't get it, do you? You tried to harm my and your own granddaughter. What kind of monstrous person would even consider such a horrific act? Genesis is your own flesh and blood.
Well, I thought that... deep down, don't you also want a grandson, right? It's Leia's fault. She made us wait too long, and I lost my patience.
No, Kinsley, you're completely mistaken. I love my grandchild unconditionally, regardless of their gender. Each child is a precious gift, and I was overwhelmed with joy when I first saw Genesis. She's absolutely perfect, and I wouldn't change a single thing about her. But you, on the other hand, your behavior has been nothing short of awful. I no longer want any involvement with you, Kinsley. I want a divorce, and I want it to happen as soon as possible.
Divorce? Why on earth are you saying that, honey? You're not clearly thinking. Just let's talk about it when I get back. Divorce is a serious matter that should be discussed face to face.
To be honest, there's nothing more to discuss from my perspective. My lawyers will handle serving you with the divorce papers. Goodbye, Kinsley.
Leia, are you there? I need your help. You're my only hope right now. My husband wants a divorce, and my son has disowned me. They've made it clear that they never want to see me again. What am I supposed to do? I'm so lost and desperate.
Well, It's clear that you've brought all this upon yourself, haven't you? You deserve every consequence that's coming your way. Especially after lying to your own family and trying to harm your own granddaughter.
Now is really not the best time to discuss that. I need your help urgently. I've tried to reach out to all my friends and relatives, but no one's responding to me.
Well, perhaps it's because you're wanted by the police. Your face is plastered all over the news now. You can't hide forever. You know that, right? Even if you manage to get released, it's likely you'll spend the rest of your years all alone.
What? No way. I want to be with my family. I want my grandson by my side. This is all your fault. If you hadn't entered my family, none of this would have ever happened. You've completely wrecked my life, you scum. I'll never forgive you or your daughter. Never.
Well, it's up to you whether you choose to move on and become a better person, or stay consumed by hatred and resentment. Do whatever you believe is right for yourself. I have nothing more to say to you. In the end, Kinsley faced the consequences of her actions as she was charged with child endangerment and subsequently arrested. Sebastian, feeling apologetic for the inconvenience caused by the situation, offered his savings to cover our moving expenses. We made the decision to sell our home, and Sebastian decided to live alone in a place near our new location. He expressed that he saw it as a fresh start, a new chapter in his life. His expression held a glimmer of joy, a sign of relief. After some time had passed, and our lives started to stabilize, we received unexpected news. We were expecting our second child. It was a relief to be freed from the stress of living with Kinsley. And that newfound peace likely played a role in our growing family. Ironically, our second child was a boy, the grandson Kinsley had yearned for. However, unlike Kinsley, we were confident in our ability to love both Genesis and our son equally. Genesis, filled with excitement, would eagerly rub my belly every day, eagerly anticipating the arrival of her little brother. During the stable period of my pregnancy, we frequently visited Sebastian's house, continuing our interactions and fostering a sense of togetherness. Each time we met, Sebastian's smiles grew wider as he witnessed Genesis's growth and progress. Despite the turmoil caused by Kinsley, she had been Sebastian's wife for many years, so it's likely he had his moments of sadness and reflection. Now more than ever, we were determined to support each other and build a genuinely happy family. We wanted to create an environment where love and harmony prevailed, where our children could grow up surrounded by warmth and stability. The challenges we faced only strengthened our resolve to cherish and nurture our growing family bonds.